there's even more bad subscription news. Let's go.
I don't know if it had this name the last time we talked about it, but we have sort of talked about this before. I think it
didn't yet.
So Intel now has officially revealed their Intel On Demand branding, which will allow owners of 4th gen Xeon Scalable Sapphire.
I like that.
This 4th gen Scalable Sapphire Rapids processors to either pay a one-time fee, not as bad, or a recurring subscription, horrible, to unlock. This includes software guard extensions, dynamic load balancer, Intel data streaming accelerator, Intel in-memory analytics accelerator, Intel in-memory analytics accelerator again, or Intel Quick Assist technology. That's quite a few things, and some things that are actually pretty legit. It having an option for a one-time, in my opinion, does make it better.
That helps a lot.
That helps a ton. The fact that Mercedes doesn't have an option for a one-time purchase does make it significantly worse. Now, do I think Intel is going to make these processors cheaper to make it so that the full fat price would be all of the one-time purchases plus the purchase of the processor? No. And that's where a little bit of the problem comes in. We'll also have to see what the one-time cost versus the subscription cost is. It doesn't say how much the one-time fee is. Do you get a discount if you buy all of them at once? I don't know. Lots of unknowns. But yeah.
Extremely frustrating. I don't mind subscriptions as much when they are commercial products. It offends me, and I'm coming at this from my dual perspectives. One, as a consumer, and two, as a business owner. Because the reality of it is that anything that you are buying as a business should be used to theoretically generate revenue.
Yeah.
And, well, then it just becomes, it's an entirely different calculus, right? Because if it's $100 a month, but I can make $1,000 a month, then it's a lot easier to justify. Whereas I think that going past business, past prosumer, all the way to consumer grade devices, it's less of a calculation of how much money can I make with this. In fact, it almost never is how much money can I make with this. And it's more about how does this improve my quality of life? And that answer has to be, it improves my quality of life a lot. It shouldn't be how much would not paying this diminish your quality of life. Because that's when it becomes not a subscription to a service. That's when it becomes a ransom for some kind of quality of life improvement that is being held hostage from you. And it's very frustrating. There's another dystopian product paywall that in this situation maybe kind of
How
makes
does this
sense.
make sense?
It's the Klim AI1 airbag vest. So it's a motorcycle vest. I believe there's actually some features of it that are like connected, if I recall correctly. There's one of these airbag vest style products that definitely did work like that. I don't know if it's this one. So it won't work unless you pay to activate its sensor platform. It's $400 for permanent activation.
Okay, thank you for having that.
So they have that. $120 for a 1-year subscription, or $60 for 6 months. It's actually cheaper on Black Friday, apparently. The positive argument in this case is that many people ride motorbikes seasonally, so this allows them to pause their subscription when they don't ride.
So you buy a 6-month package, which is not discounted on the 1-year version.
However, it is absolutely dystopian.
Oh, yeah.
To have subscriptions tied to basically every bloody thing you own. And no, I don't think this one is one that has like a phone home. There was definitely one that I saw at some point, or maybe I'm imagining it, I don't know, but that had like a phone home feature so that it would actually call someone if you crashed.
Oh, okay.
And that was part of the justification for the subscription fee.
I remember forever ago, we talked about this helmet that would deploy. It wasn't like a motorcycle helmet. It was a pedal biking, fixed gear helmet, and it would deploy over your head. You wore it around your neck, and it would deploy over your head when you were falling, but it wouldn't do it if you weren't subscribed. This was like a long time ago, and I was not a fan of that. But
yeah, you guys will have to tell me if this one actually fires off a notification to someone if you crash. I don't fully understand.
Yeah, so you have to activate its sensor platform. So is it sending data out and then it's getting processed remotely all the time?
That I'm not sure, but
I wouldn't trust that.
yeah, I wouldn't trust that either.